Hey guys, Jim Hoffman here from Medic One Media. And a lot of times as small businesses, we wear different hats, and one of them is that white hat. And this is a way that you can dominate your market or start to dominate your market with fact finding, right? I like to think there's six hats altogether, but today I want to talk about wearing that white hat. And one of the most crucial steps you can take when you're trying to dominate your market is wearing that white hat. And this hat symbolizes that fact finding mode where your primary goal is to gather all the relevant facts and data about a specific situation or a problem that you might be having in your business, and how you can then go ahead and effectively use this white hat to your advantage. I'm going to give you some tips on how to do that. I think I got seven altogether. But the first one is, of course, you want to identify the situation or the problem. So you want to start by clearly defining the situation, the problem that you need to address. And this could be anything from maybe understanding problems that your customer might be having, your customer's behavior, figuring out maybe why some sales or appointments have started to drop down a little bit in the last few weeks to the past few months. And then having that clear focus is going to be able to allow you to streamline your fact finding process. So, what about gathering relevant data? Well, the second thing I suggest is to collect as much information as possible about the entire situation. Now, you can get this information from a bunch of different sources, right? Now, you might have used these before, you might use them now, and if you're using somebody that's perfect, right? For instance, customer feedback, using surveys, getting reviews, even direct conversations with your customers or your clients can really help you. Another one is market research. Try getting industry reports, competitor analysis, or market trends to help you get some facts and data you might need. And what about your sales data? Well, analyze your sales records to identify patterns and what is might be going on, especially if you, like I said before, maybe you got a dip in sales or appointments or clients. And what about your website analytics? Well, you can use two tools like Google to understand your traffic and what your users doing when they're on your website, how long they're staying on pages, what pages they stay the most on, what pages they leave your site from. This can be very helpful. Now, another thing is to use objective thinking. This is the third tip here. When you're gathering these facts, it's really important to think objectively. Avoid letting your personal biases or your personal assumptions influence the data that you're collecting. I've been guilty of this, letting my personal assumptions and biases filter into what I'm doing, but I've learned to really focus more on the hard evidence and using reliable resources. Now, the fourth thing, you got all this information, you're getting all this data. Now you got to organize it. Once you've collected all this necessary information, organize it, but organize it in a way that's going to make sense when you go back to it. You might not go back to it for a week or so. You don't want to forget everything that you've collected, right? So use spreadsheets, charts, graphs to help you visualize all this data. And this is going to help you, again, when you, especially with graphs, right, and charts, you're going to actually be able to see the patterns and correlations of what's going on much more clearly. Now, when it comes to analyzing all these facts, that's your fifth step. Take that step back, review all the facts that you've collected, and start trying to find key insights that can help you understand the situation better. And I suggest asking yourself questions, things like, what are the main trends and patterns that I'm seeing when I'm looking at all this data, analyzing this stuff, right? Are there any outliers going on? Are there any anomalies that's happening? And what do these facts that I've collected, what do they suggest about this underlying problem that I'm trying to figure out? Okay. Now, the sixth thing is going to be developing some informed solutions. So, when you've got a comprehensive understanding of the situation by getting all this data and getting these facts and doing your research, now you can develop informed solutions to the problem. Your decisions are going to be based on solid evidence rather than guessing And guessing is going to cost you money, it's going to cost you time. And when you do it on the solid evidence as well, it's going to increase that likelihood of your success when you make changes or you maybe change direction a little bit. Now, the seventh one, and I think this is the last one. I think I only gathered 7 here, but implement and monitor what you've suggested. Put the solutions that you've come up with into action and monitor the effectiveness. Maybe some of the solutions you come up with aren't necessarily useful, right? You think they are, you think they're going to work, but maybe they don't. So monitor how effective they are. Continue to gather data and refine the strategies for those solutions based on what works and what doesn't. So the fact-finding mode is sort of really, if you think about it, an ongoing process, right? It's going to help you stay agile. It's going to help you be responsive to the changes in whatever industry that you're in. Listen, by always wearing the white hat, and again, I've got 6 altogether. I'll go over some other ones later on and some other hats that you can wear. But when you're wearing the white hat and you're focusing on the fact-finding, I think you're going to be better equipped to make strategic decisions that are going to drive your business forward. And this objective approach is going to really help you identify opportunities, going to help you solve problems more efficiently, and it's going to ultimately help you dominate the market and the industry that you are in. All right, I'm going to end it there, guys. I hope this is a little helpful. And listen, I know fact finding is not fun for everybody, and you might find it very tedious. But I think if you just give a little bit of effort to this, I think you might uncover some things that you can change in your business that can maybe direct you in another way to get you more successful. And that might mean more customers. It might mean streamlining something. It might even mean changing something as far as your offer or your services that might better benefit not just your clients, but also you in the long run as well. Guys, if you need help with this, you want me to help you with your small business, I have a 100% free video brainstorming session. I get on with you. We talk about your business. We talk about your websites. And I give you some suggestions on what you can change or maybe even how I can help you in the end as well. Okay, so if you're interested in that, you can go to mediconemedia.com, get some more information on that. Otherwise, I hope this quick video helps you a little bit and gets you on the path to putting on your white hat. I don't have a white hat, but if you had a white hat, I'd put it on. Hopefully you can put on your white hat and get some fact finding when it comes to your business. All right, guys, that's it for me. As always, Jim Hoffman. Stay safe.